Has dating actually gotten harder, or have people just forgotten how to connect?
You're now listening to the Student of Life podcast.
Hi, y'all, and welcome to the season finale episode. And boy, is it a good one. Not just because we have the dynamic duo, just like peanut butter and jelly. We have Tim, me, and Johnny B, the one and only. And no, not, I'm not just talking about, those two, and this old bag of bones right here. But this is a really special one because we have our very first special guest. Today, we're joined by the illustrious Rakea. How are you doing today, guys? And lady.
Good.
Johnny, you doing good? You doing good? Nice and warm? Tim, how are you doing?
I'm cold here. I'm in need of a space heater today.
You know what? It goes week by week with you. You're either super cold or super hot. Last week, you were super hot. So now you need a space heater?
It's in the 60s today.
I wish it was in the 60s.
Well, I actually made a very terrible decision to wear what I'm wearing right now for the season finale because I can already tell it's already getting kind of hot under these lights. And I got this hat going on. I've got a tie, and this is a real tie. This isn't a clip on. Yes, I tied my tie, and it's hot. It's hot. So throughout this episode, if you see me starting to strip, do not ask any questions. Tim, Johnny.
I wouldn't anyways. I just go with it.
Just send some tips.
No. Oh, man. So, I've got a couple of questions. This episode itself, it's all about dating, right? And I'm glad that Rakea, I'm super glad that you wanted to join us on this one because we definitely need a female's perspective on dating. It can't just be about the guys, and from our perspective. So let me ask you right out the bat, Rakea, setting you up. Is dating broken?
It's different. I don't necessarily think it's broken, but it is different. It's a wild ride out here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wild ride. Okay. Let me put that into my notes. Wild ride. All right. Hey, Tim, let me ask you, do you believe that dating is broken currently?
Not broken, but I agree that it's definitely changed significantly, even over the short amount of time, the last decade, especially.
Okay. And you know what? Like we always do, we always just kind of touch on it in the whole setup, the first 15 minutes, and then we'll do our deep dives as we keep going in the episode, the full package. But Johnny, I know you've been out of the game for so long. Hey, let me ask you, Johnny, is dating broken?
I want to disagree, and I'm going to actually disagree. Yeah, I feel like dating is broken nowadays. From what I hear of other people, of course.
Ooh, okay. So you're saying that you believe that it's broken from what you've been hearing from other people. Rakea, Tim, you're saying that it's not broken, but it's definitely different. It's kind of weird. Did somebody say weird? I can't remember.
I said it's wild. It's definitely wild.
It's a wild ride.
Okay. Wild ride. So I knew there was a W in there. I knew there was an R. Just put some extra letters in there. Wild ride. But do you think that the whole reason for the wild ride, I mean, could it be because of social media is like kind of ruining expectations? And the reason why I'm saying ruining expectations, right? We build up in our mind who someone possibly is off of social media. I mean, does anybody disagree with that?
No, the platforms, you have a handful of pictures and a brief summary of whatever they put in there, and you're basing everything off of that. Whether you're swiping right, swiping left, if you're looking at it from an online dating aspect, and even meeting people out in the open nowadays has significantly changed as well.
Okay. So social media definitely has an influence. Swiping left, swiping right. Is there any actual apps that you use, Tim, currently right now?
I've used Bumble, Tinder, Hinge, Facebook dating, used them all. Well, let me preface it, not them all, because there are ones that I will not dabble into.
like which ones, Tim? Which ones?
We'll talk about that in the full package.
Okay, the full package. Got it. So, okay, I've been asking a lot of these questions, and the reality is I don't think that anyone really chooses and wants to be single. Am I correct in saying that? Or do you think that there's people out there who choose to be single?
I feel like
I
there's
don't
some
think
people
anybody
that...
wants that.
What were you about to say, Rakea?
I don't think people want to be single. I think they're single because the ride is wild. The dating pool seems to be below expectations. And so I think when they say, if anyone was to say, hey, I want to be single, I think it's probably a cop out because it's hard. out there.
Giving up.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, so why are there so many people that's single then? I mean, is everybody just giving up because of the dating pool, or are people? And I'm really asking these questions because I really want to know, why.
I think everyone wants to know why. So let's figure it out. Maybe we can crack the code.
Yes. Okay. So we've talked about in previous episodes, expectations going into relationships. We kind of make it our expectations like bigger than what reality kind of is, because people are only putting out the good instead of, just everything, right? Then you meet the person and it's like, really? Okay. For me, it seems like, and this is just from the outside or from the inside looking out or the outside looking in. I don't know which way to say this. Me and Janae, the latter. Okay. Wait, outside looking in?
Outside looking in.
But I'm on the inside looking out though, right? Because
I'm in the dating realm.
No, you're outside the dating realm.
There it is. Okay. So I'm still on the outside looking in. All right. Now that we got that cleared up, we can move forward. Because, for me, Janae and I, we're going to be celebrating our 10-year anniversary this year. And it just seems like we have a lot of good people that's, in our lives or around us that are good people that are looking for other good people. And I'm trying to figure out, and then I have friends, that aren't in the same realms and stuff like that are good people. And it's like, why can't these good people connect? And so like literally I'm just kind of, because I know that there's good people out there, good, genuine, wholehearted people, but it just seems like they're not finding their person, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny, I mean, what's your take on commitment and everything like that, and good people, finding good people when we're talking about in the church itself?
Oh, that's a tough one right there. Honestly, it's not that, but there was.
Hey, this is a tough episode. This is a tough episode.
You put me on the spot with that one, in all honesty, because I always used to say to everybody, just start going to church. But then I cannot honestly, for the life of me, figure out who I heard say this. But they said, why would God punish this person by putting them with you if that person's been a God-fearing person their entire life, and all of a sudden here you want to fix yourself? Why would he punish them to get them with you, basically? Like, why are you going to get a gift and they get a punishment, But as far as like commitment wise, man, you threw me off with the hat now.
Hey, we got to stay professional here. Keep it going, man. Just like actors, got to keep it going.
As far as like commitment wise, it's like Rakea said, it's a wild ride out here. Like, people, it's not that they're not looking for commitment. It's just they're looking for commitment in their own minds. Basically, they're making up a person that they're looking for that 100% versus the person that they can grow with, basically.
You know what? And that goes back to one of our previous episodes, right? Everybody wants that complete package right out the gate. Oh my gosh. It's crazy that we've been on this wild ride for the past 15 episodes, and when we're talking about just these life situations and just our perception on situations and just mentality, we come back still kind of full circle to the same kind of topics, right? Like, they're all interchangeable. They're all connected, right? There's only so many specific topics that you can talk about, and that's why, once again, I'm really, really glad we have a lady's perspective here, because we heard from the guys. And I do want to also say, I had to take off my hat because it just wasn't working with the headset. It's kind of warm out here anyway, too. I couldn't figure out a way to wear the hat and the headset. So, yes and yes. If that
it's warm. It's warm. What's warm, Trey?
So today is 76 degrees. So it's not 72 like it normally is. Yes, it's 76.
It's warm. Well, thank God it's only 98 today.
Yes. So, this whole situation, like what we talked about, with being single, we've talked about this before. And I want to say it was like episode 2 or 3. Like, we touched on this, right? And I'm so glad, once again, like I said, we have Rakea's perspective and her expertise in being a lady, because she's been a lady for all her life.
All my life.
I'll clap to that. Hey,
Yeah.
round of applause. Everybody clap.
Golf clap.
Tim?
all the hardships.
No, seriously. Yes.
Yeah.
And yes. Yes. And, I mean, this right here, this is another episode to where we're not, bashing any specific person. We're not bashing, if you're single or you're married. We're not saying that there's any fault or anything like that. We're literally having a conversation about a situation in life, right? And let's just say, okay, me and Janae, let's just say we get divorced.
Heaven forbid.
Not hoping for, but divorce happens in the world, and let's just be honest here. So, the me today, now I'm wondering, like, wow, okay, what would it be like being single today, right? If I had to jump back into the single dating pool, what is it like? And I've heard the horror stories and stuff like that from people at a restaurant or a bar or anything like that. I talk to a lot of people at the cigar lounge, whatever it may be. And there are single people that will say, oh man, it's tough out there. It's hard out there for a pimp or whatever they may say. Right. And it's reality. But this has been a great ride these past 14 episodes. So Tim, Johnny, I do want to take the opportunity and time to say thank you for coming along with me on this journey, with our listeners on this journey. Thank you both. I want to say that. And we're going to go ahead and get ready to transition to the full package soon. But I do also want to say that this is the season finale episode, and we're going to be taking a little break after this, possibly about a month. So if you're not tapped in already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, share it with your friends, do all those things. Tim is pointing to all those things on the screen. I saw him doing it. He did, do it all, because season 2 is going to be our best season yet, which will not have the same format. This season has been all about mentality, communication. Season 2 will be about wellness, fitness, and finances. So if those things interest you, please tap in and share with others. But you can go ahead and head over to the Patreon, which is up now. The full package is there, and we'll see you soon.